Hello everyone, welcome to Ethionews, your go-to spot for the latest and most important news from Ethiopia. Whether it's breaking headlines, in-depth stories, or updates on current events, we've got you covered. Stay tuned and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on the news that matters. Domestic tourism at risk. Ethiopia's tourist guides call for urgent action. In a recent statement, the Ethiopian Tourist Guides Association warned that unless more consolidated efforts are made to stimulate domestic tourism, the sector could face a significant decline in a short period. Association President Endi Asefa highlighted the impressive growth of domestic tourism over the past 5 years, with interest and participation at an all-time high. He attributed much of this progress to various travel programs broadcast by media outlets, which have been instrumental in sparking public interest. However, despite these gains, the number of visitors remains low, as many have already visited popular destinations. To keep the momentum going, the association emphasized the need for new and exciting destinations to attract new tourists, especially younger explorers and first-time visitors. Without these efforts, the association cautioned, the limited number of visitors, mostly from Addis Ababa, would not allow domestic tourism to significantly contribute to Ethiopia's economy. Additionally, the association president raised concerns about the shortage of qualified tourist guides to accommodate international visitors. With only 300 registered guides in Ethiopia, a far cry from the projected need to serve over 1 million tourists annually, there is an urgent need for increased professional training and recruitment. The association calls for stronger collaboration between the Ministry of Tourism, the Tourism Training Institute, and key stakeholders across the country to address these challenges and ensure the future growth of both domestic and international tourism. On to the next headline: Parkinson's crisis. Medication shortage hits Ethiopia's vulnerable patients. Parkinson's disease, a progressive neurological disorder caused by the brain's failure to produce dopamine, continues to present daily challenges for patients, including persistent tremors, difficulty with coordination, and speech impairment. The condition, for which there is currently no cure, is becoming increasingly prevalent in our country, with environmental and natural factors contributing to the rise in cases. Recently, a critical shortage of essential medication used to manage Parkinson's symptoms has hit local pharmacies. Patients who previously relied on this treatment are now left struggling more than ever. The Parkinson's Patient Support Organization, the only entity in Ethiopia dedicated to the care and support of Parkinson's patients, has confirmed the scarcity. They reported that medications once accessible through partnerships with pharmacies are now difficult to obtain. Today, in recognition of World Parkinson's Disease Day, the organization held a special commemorative event to raise awareness and highlight the urgent need for support and resources. Next up, something we all need to hear: Ethiopian students shine at Huawei's Global Tech for Good competition with AI innovation. In an impressive display of innovation, Ethiopian university students have emerged victorious at Huawei's Seeds for the Future Tech for Good global competition. Held from Megabit 29 to Miazia 9, 2017 EC, March 8 to April 17, 2025, the competition included visits and hands-on training at Huawei's cutting-edge technology centers in Beijing and Shenzhen, China. The final results were officially announced on Miazia 3, 2017 EC, April 11, 2025. The Ethiopian team, made up of 6 students from Addis Ababa, Haramaya, Jimma, Wokai, and Addis Ababa Science and Technology University, competed alongside 12 selected teams from around the world, including countries like Morocco, South Africa, Argentina, Ireland, Malawi, and Vietnam. The team, which included Asia Kalifam, global ambassador for Huawei's Seeds for the Future program, presented an innovative project called EarlyVet. This solution uses artificial intelligence, AI, to diagnose animal diseases at early stages, offering practical applications in agriculture and animal health. The project is closely aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, particularly Goal 2.0 Hunger and Goal 15 Life on Land, and is seen as a groundbreaking initiative for improving food security and animal well-being. Mr. Liming Yi, Huawei Ethiopia's Director of Public Relations, expressed his pride in the team's achievement, praising the remarkable talent and creativity of Ethiopian youth. He also highlighted Huawei's commitment to empowering the next generation with the tools to navigate the fast-evolving world of technology. The team secured their place in the global competition after winning first PLA. In other news today, temporary one-way traffic changes around Arat Kilo for maintenance. In a move to facilitate ongoing maintenance, the Addis Ababa Traffic Management Authority has announced temporary changes to the roads around the Arat Kilo Presidential Palace. For the next 2 days, roads in the area will be made one-way. So, which roads are affected? Motorway from Tayat Bet, Cannon House, to the Parliament traffic light, motorway from Presidential Palace parking to Tayat Bet, motorway from the Parliament traffic light to the Science Museum. These roads, previously two-way, will be adjusted to one-way to accommodate maintenance work being carried out in the area. What's the reason for this change? Tikva Ethiopia spoke with Mr. Kaibu Medeksa, Director General of the Traffic Management Authority, who explained that the temporary change is necessary to allow for ongoing work like directional signage installation, road painting, and other essential tasks. He assured the public that the work will be completed by tomorrow, and normal traffic flow will resume on Monday. The authority has urged drivers to follow the posted traffic signs to ensure safety and smooth travel. Let's move on to our next story. Ethiopian asylum seekers face growing legal hurdles under U.S. immigration laws. In recent developments, a legal expert has raised concerns about the difficulties facing Ethiopian asylum seekers in the United States under current immigration laws. Since the Trump administration, various executive orders and laws have caused significant challenges, especially for immigrants who entered the U.S. illegally. As a result, many individuals now face deportation proceedings and other legal penalties. A recent statement from the U.S. Embassy in Ethiopia highlighted that actions such as entering the U.S. illegally, lying to obtain a visa, working without a permit, or overstaying a visa can lead to serious penalties. These penalties may include imprisonment, deportation, and even bans on re-entry. Ambassador Irvin Masinga urged individuals with family members residing illegally in the U.S. to advise them to return to their home country immediately. Following the changes under the Trump administration, the process of applying for asylum or permanent residency has become much more difficult and unpredictable. To gain insights, Tikva Ethiopia interviewed Mr. Molulam Getachew, a legal expert with extensive experience assisting Ethiopians in the U.S. He explained how these changes are affecting his work. The Trump administration's laws and executive orders have significantly restricted many opportunities that were previously available. Now, every application is under intense scrutiny, which adds immense pressure on our work and causes stress for many of our clients. It's very difficult to predict outcomes at this stage, he continued. As for Ethiopian asylum seekers, while their cases aren't particularly high in volume compared to other nationalities, they are still facing significant challenges. Let's move on to our next story. World Down Syndrome Day, advocating for inclusion and stronger support systems. Today, we highlight a significant observance that brings people together across the globe. World Down Syndrome Day, marked every year on March 21st, or Megabit 12 in the Ethiopian calendar. This day was officially recognized by the United Nations General Assembly in 2013, and has been celebrated worldwide since then. This year, the world observed the day for the 14th time globally and the 10th time in Ethiopia. The Ethiopian celebration, held on Sunday, Megabit 28, 2017 EC, was highlighted by a vibrant foot parade at March Band, followed by a grand event at the Addis Ababa Stadium. On this day, individuals with Down syndrome come together with their families and supporters to raise awareness about the condition, advocating for inclusion and equal rights for all. The day serves as a platform to call for the protection of their safety, health, and well-being. In Ethiopia, the event was organized under the theme, Improve Our Support Systems. This year's theme emphasizes the crucial need for stronger and more inclusive support systems that provide individuals with Down syndrome access to care, education, and opportunities for development. The message underscores the responsibility of governments, communities, and organizations to create an environment where those with Down syndrome are respected, recognized, and given opportunities to reach their full potential. Let's all continue to advocate for better support systems, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their abilities, can live with dignity and independence. In other news, Fayda ID warning, How to protect your personal information and avoid fraud. In today's digital world, protecting personal information is more important than ever. A critical warning has been issued regarding the Fayda ID, urging individuals to be extra cautious about sharing their unique ID number. It's been emphasized that only the 16-digit unique number on the front side of your Fayda ID should be shared, if absolutely necessary. Never, under any circumstances, share the back side of the card, which contains the FIN and the 12-digit secret number. Sharing this information could lead to identity theft or fraud. The warning comes after Fayda sent a text message to users, reminding them to keep their unique number confidential and to only use it for verification services. The message reminds individuals that banks and revenue offices only require the 16-digit number, FAN, and no other details. Sharing more than that could put you at risk. Fayda itself stresses that failing to protect your ID could lead to unfortunate consequences, such as loss of money and personal information. So, always be mindful and careful when handling your Fayda ID, family.